our scenario is that we have a multinational company with many offices worldwide. They have deployed a complex SharePoint 2010 farm in Seattle to serve its offices in North America, and they have also deployed another separate SharePoint 2010 farm in London to serve Europe, Middle East, and Africa. Both farms are deployed in two different domains with a two-way full trust established between them. Also, both data centers are connected, but the connection is unreliable and the bandwidth is very limited. Consequently, the end users are not happy. Each user has to access two different farms, one for internal collaboration with the internal team, and another one for working with users from the other regions if the connection is fine. And the poor SharePoint administrator is suffering. He's doing his best to manage both farms, but he's still getting many calls from users in both offices complaining about their experience with SharePoint. He cannot work with their peers in the other offices, and SharePoint is actually killing their productivity. So now I'll wear the hat of the SharePoint admin through the next, we have many demos, or we have many scenarios here, so I'll wear the hat of the SharePoint admin. So our first scenario here is that the marketing team in Seattle has created some wonderful marketing material that they are currently sharing with London office or EMEA office through email attachments, the traditional way of sharing and collaboration. So you were asked to create a document library in London SharePoint farm in Europe and in the EMEA office to store the email content, given that the amount of content is expected to grow very quickly and to be intensively used by the whole team in London. This means that I might need to create a separate content database for a separate site collection to store all of this large amount of content. So I'll here use DocAve administrator to do this. I'll log in DocAve, click next. And here I have the administration. Here, as you can see, you have the modulation, the data protection, and the different suites inside DocAve. I'll choose the administration suite. Then I'll choose the administrator tool. I'll choose the first farm here is Seattle's farm, and the second one is London's farm. So now I need to create a document library in London, but before creating this document library, I'll create a content database, then I'll create a site collection, then I'll use the library in there. So here I'll select the second node, the SharePoint 2010 farm of London office. I'll expand it. I'll choose this web application. Then I'll click Manage Content Database. I'll click Add a Content Database. Give it a name. Let's say Marketing Database. I'll scroll down and click OK. Here is the message: the specified content database is created successfully. I'll click OK, and here we have all the content databases. We have the marketing DB that we just created, and WSS underscore content, the default one. I'll click close, and now I'll create a new site collection. I'll give it a name, marketing. I'll also need to give it the URL, marketing as well. Scroll down, subscription administrator. Then I'll choose the content database that I just created, marketing DB. So as you can see, it's actually the same experience as if you are using the SharePoint web UI, except that you're managing everything from a single interface. Click OK. The site collection has been created successfully. Another OK, and you will go. So our second demo, the London office. is working on a massive marketing campaign for EMEA region, and they decided to leverage the promotional programs that Seattle team had, or that Seattle team used in North America. So you were asked to copy a document library from Seattle to London between the different farms, so that only the promotional programs are copied. So I don't want to copy everything. I need to copy, yes, the document library, but I need to have a filter for what I'm copying. So in my case, I need to filter or copy only the promotional programs. But we have a condition here, is that this process should take place with full fidelity, which means that all the metadata configurations on the library and the content level should be retained. So here I'll be using Content Manager, the tool for copying and for moving or migrating content. I'll click on the administration suite, and now I'll click on Content Manager. It's the same now. We have also a way for migrating content online or copying content online, and we have an offline content manager. The first one, if there's a network between both servers, in my case I have, and if there is no connection between Seattle office and London office, or Seattle farm and London farm, we can use the offline content manager. In my case, I'll choose online content manager, and here my source is Seattle's farm. I'll choose internet.contoso.com. I'll choose the marketing site collection, expand the lists, expand the shared documents, right click, and I want to show you this document library in browser. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 documents that have been created on different dates, but they are all created by Adam Bard. I'll close the Explorer. They are just 9. Please remember they are 9. I'll close it. Now I'll choose this as my source. Now in the destination part, I'll choose London's farm. I'll choose this web application, or I'll expand this web application, expand the marketing site collection, the one that I've created in the previous step. I'll expand the list, and here I'll choose this shared documents library. I'll open this in browser, and it has one document. Remember when we were in the first demo, part 1 of the demo, I told you that all the documents are emailed, then someone copies them into a library. So maybe this file has been copied, the promotional program underscore or dash upload. I'll close this for now. And now I have the source selected, the destination selected, and I need to create a plan. I'll give it a name. Copy promo programs. Click next. Here it's asking me whether I want to copy or move. In my case, I'll just copy. It's asking me, do you want to copy everything, or you need to create a filter? In my case, remember, I need to create a filter. So I'll create a new filter policy and give it a name. Copy promo programs only. Then I'll add my filter. I want to say here that I want to create a filter on the document level. And please copy any documents where the name contains the word promo programs, promotional programs. Then I'll click OK and choose the filter policy, copy promo programs only, this filter policy that I've just created. It's asking me here also if I want to copy or remove the configurations, if I want to copy or remove the security. In my case, I don't care about moving or copying the security. It's asking me whether I want to copy or remove the content, if there are SharePoint list items, whether I'm interested in the list attachments or not. It's asking me also about the workflows, so in my case, I'll click next. I can put this on a schedule or run it directly. Here we have very interesting options, a bit advanced options. That's why it's in the advanced tab. For example, do you want to do a compression and encryption while doing this content move? What if a column exists in a source but it doesn't exist in the destination, or you want to do a column mapping? You can do this from here. What about the content types? Do you want to do a content types mapping? Template mapping, user mapping, domain mapping, and this is specifically very interesting because if you want to copy or move content between two different forms and both forms are in different domains, like our case in Produso, you can do a domain mapping. So you can say domain A/A should be mapped to domain B/A. So if the user is in domain A and domain B, you can do this domain mapping. You can also do a user mapping. So you can, if you have a document that has been, or some task that has been assigned to someone, you can do a user mapping. You can change the ownership to another person or replace a user with another user. In my case, I'm not going to do a domain mapping because remember we have two-way full trust between both domains. So users here are there as well. And here we have the conflict resolution, or our way for conflict resolution. We can do conflict resolution on the container level, or or on the content level. In my case, for the container level, container which means like a library, a list, a sub-collection, we have three different options. The first one is skip. Skip means that the destination will win. Merge means that, or let's begin with replace. So skip is the destination win, replace means the source will win, but merge means that the destination object will be kept and the differences between the source and the destination will be added to the destination node. In my case, I'll choose merge to show you how it works. So what about the content level? We have four different options. Skip means that the destination will win, and actually in our case we will have a conflict. Remember, the destination document library had a non-proportional program which will conflict with the source, so it's very important to notice what will happen here. So skip means that the source win. Skip means that the destination will win. Override means that the source will override the destination, so the source will win. Override by last modified time means that DocAve will check which one has been most recently modified. In this case, it will win. So it will check modified by, the modified field, and the one with the most recent one will win. Append means that the destination object will be kept and the source object will be added to the destination. Maybe if the versioning was turned on, it will be appended as a version, and if it's not, if versioning is not turned on, a new copy will be created with _1. It will be like a sequential number suffix. In my case, I'll choose append, and now I'll click next. Here's an overview, and I'll click finish and come up. For anything that we perform using DocAve, everything runs runs as a job in the background, so that you can continue administering and controlling your SharePoint file. So I'll click on the job monitor where I can monitor all the jobs. Here is my job. Here is my plan. Copy promo programs between two forms, and it's at 100% now. So I'll click close. And now I'll go to my source document, open it in browser, just to make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, they are still mine. Close it out, open the destination, and here you can see that only the files with the word promotional program has been copied. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they are actually 8. Why are they 8? Because when the conflict happened, this one was created, promotional program, _1. So here we have seen how we can do filters, so the promotional programs will only copied, and how we handle the conflict. So remember, now we have 8 topics, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so our next demo. In this scenario, Contoso employees in Seattle complained of their inability to roll back to previous versions of their stored documents, and you were asked to turn on versioning for all the libraries in their farm. Batch operations. So I'll choose administrator here, go to administrator, and now I'll choose Seattle's farm, and I'll turn versioning on for all the libraries in this web application, in this collection. I'll choose the top level, sorry, the list, and here I'll choose all the libraries. Now I'll go to configurations, and here we can see the versioning settings. I'll click on the versioning settings, and I can say here that I want to create major versions and keep only 3 major versions. So I'll scroll down all the way down and click OK. So here's how we've used DocAve Administrator to do batch operations and centralized management. As you might have noticed, both farms were available for me, the Seattle farm and London's farm. So you can not only can you manage a single environment or a single farm, but also you can manage different farms from a single interface, of course. Our first demo is actually very interesting. It's a bit complex, though. So the promotional programs work very well in EMEA, in London's office. And during one of the calls, the London team mentioned that the marketing team will start creating new marketing material. And the North America team, or in Seattle, expressed interest in this type of material. So you were asked to create a two-way real-time replication between both libraries to facilitate the collaboration between the two offices. So here we'll obviously use replicator. So I'll go to the administration suite and replicator. And remember, when I was first explaining the scenario, I said that the connection is not that good and the bandwidth is very limited. So we have here something called network control. So I'll click on network control, and I'll create a profile, network control profile. I'll give it any name. And here I can say that I want to run the replication job. If it's during working hours, I'll run it at 2 megabytes per second. If it's during non-working hours, I'm okay with 10 megabytes per second. And here I can define what I mean by working hours. So here I'm saying that our working hours is from Monday to Friday, from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So what if the connection failed? You can say that the duration between two successive retries is 30 minutes. And please retry for 5 times. So this is actually very important in case of doing replication and you have a limited bandwidth, or while the connection is not that good or not reliable. I'll click OK, close this out, and proceed with the replication. So I'll go to the profile settings. I just want to show you that we have many options here in the replication. It's actually, we have more options than the content manager. It's more complex. We have some settings related to the replication, related to the complex, if you want to do filters, if we want to do mapping, and some advanced options. I'll keep it simple here. So let's say in the replication, I'll say that I don't want to replicate security. Then I'll go go to the configurations and say, well, I need to replicate configurations as well. But I'm replicating only document libraries, so no need to replicate on the site collection level, no need to replicate on the site level, and on the list level, I replicate the list settings and the public views. So no need to replicate the alerts, no need to replicate the person views. And here is a very important question. Do you need to receive configuration changes from the destination in case of two-way replication? And the answer is yes. Third up here is for content. Yes, I need to replicate the content. I want to include the workflow definition in instances. I want to include the user profiles. And yes, I want to receive deletions from the data destination as well. Click Save. And to make it simple, I'll just go directly to the advanced options. And here I can specify my network control profile. So all the replication will be according to this to these network settings. I'll save this profile, close this out, and now I can do my replication. It's the same. I'll choose my source, I'll choose my destination, then I'll do some configurations and specify my profile that I just created. So here I'll expand the source, choose expand internet.com, choose the marketing site collection, and I'll expand the top level side, the lists, and here we have our shared documents library. I'll choose this. Now I'll go to the destination, choose the London's office form, expand the web application, scroll down, expand the marketing site collection, expand the list, choose the shared documents, and I'll click Add to Queue. And here we have, let's say we want bi-directional replication, and we actually want real-time. This was a requirement to enable the collaboration in real-time. So I've chosen all the figures here, click OK, and now let me show you the source. We know it, 144, they are still 9. And if I go to the library settings here, we can see that versioning was turned on. Remember, we have done that in the previous step when we did the batch operation for the library. So it's turned on. I'm just reminding you that this is turned on. What about the destination? When I choose the destination, we have 8 documents. And when I go to settings, library settings, versioning is turned off. So now what I'm going to show you is how the replicator will replicate content plus configurations. I'll close this for now, and I'll save this as a plan, give it a name. I can put it on a schedule, but for now I'll click OK and run now. The same idea, the job is created and it runs in the background. We can monitor it from here, and you can see that it's at 100% now. So what I do now is I'll choose the destination. We have here we have all the documents here. Everything was replicated. I'll choose settings, library settings, versioning settings, and we can see here that the configurations have been replicated as well. So content plus configurations, everything was replicated. Let's go to our source. Here, all the documents. I'll choose the first one and actually click delete. And it's still deleting. I'll go to the destination and refresh. we have the same number of documents, and the first one was deleted as well in real time. Let's see when we delete something from the destination what will happen. I'll choose the working years promotional programs, click delete this, and when we go to the source and refresh, we'll find that they were deleted as in real time. So now we've done a two-way replication in real time, and now both libraries are in sync. But you know, everything was replicated between Seattle and London, but London employees are demanding. They complain of not having the PDF icon beside their PDF files, and this caused some sort of confusion. So you were asked to bring this customization over to London employees. Turning this PDF icon on is actually a WSP, a web solution package file that you needed to deploy. So obviously this was deployed to Seattle's farm, but it's not available in London's farm. So what I'll do now is I'll use Deployment Manager to deploy this WSP. Go to the Administration, Deployment Manager, and now I'll choose Compare. So now I need to compare both farms and see what's missing and deploy it or push it from the source to the destination. My source is Seattle farm. I'll choose either farm solutions, which means that I want to compare the farm solutions of Seattle's farm with the farm solutions in London's farm. And I'll click compare. Then when I expand this, I'll see all the WSPs that are in the source but are not in the destination. And this is the one that I'm interested in, which is called PDF icon.WSP. So I'll choose it, click add to queue, and it's asking me a few questions here, like what if a conflict happens. So if there's a conflict, please inject and deploy. And here I can specify I want to deploy to the global assembly cache. I'll click OK. Then I'll go to online deploy, run, and it runs in the background. I'll choose the job monitor, and it is at 100%. Close this now, and choose the destination. See, there is no PDF now, and when I refresh, and we got the PDF icon. So the WSP has been deployed and activated in the destination environment. We're running out of time, but we have a couple of demos. We'll finish them quickly. So in this demo, we have Hisham Mustafa. This guy works for Ubuntu, so North America. And a couple of days ago, he left the company, and his Active Directory account has been quickly deactivated by IT. So you as a SharePoint admin, you were asked to remove Hisham from SharePoint for compliance reasons, and to copy his permissions or move his permissions to another person with very resources. So here I'll choose the administration, and this time I'll use the administrator's tool. I'll choose this form, the North America's form, Seattle's form. I'll expand internet.contours.com. I'll choose the marketing size collection. And what I want to do here is I want to show you the security options. We've explored some of the management options, some of the configurations options. I want to show you the security. And here I'll choose users and groups, people and groups, and here we have, it's the same as doing it from the SharePoint UI, except that you're doing and managing everything from a single interface. Here are all the groups that I have, the owners, the members, and we have here Hisham in the members. We have the owners, and within the owners group, we have an Active Directory group here. We have some people in the visitors group, and so on. I'll click close. Then I'll go to the server permissions, and the owners have full control, visitors have read, the members have contributed, and we have here a guy who has exclusive read permission. I'll close this for now, and I'll go to my farm nodes and choose the bed account cleaner. So I need now to scan. So remember, we have seen that Hisham is part of the members group, so he has contributed permissions. So now when we click start, now DocAve will scan the whole environment and detect all the people that has been deactivated, or all the accounts that has been deactivated from Active Directory, but they still exist in SharePoint. Click start, and it's telling me that this guy Hisham, he has contributed permissions on this site collection, but the following Active Directory users are deactivated or non-existent. So I'll choose this guy, and here I want to transfer his permissions to another one. Remember, it was Barry Johnson. I'll search, choose Barry, add, and OK. And I'll click next, and I'm presented with some options here. So in my case, I want to, here I can say that I want to change the management. I want to change the metadata. Anything that, for example, any task that has been assigned to Hisham, I want them to be assigned to Barry as well. In my case, I'll leave this because I want Hisham to still exist. Anything that has been created by Hisham to be still by Hisham. For compliance reasons, but I want to remove his permissions. But if I want to change the metadata, the option is here. So for Hisham, I want to delete his my site, I want to delete his profile, and I'll click finish. Now I'll go back to Internet Explorer, and here's Hisham's profile. It's there. I'll go back to my marketing site, and when I click on Hisham, I'll get an error because his my site and his profile were both deleted. And when I go back to the site, go to site actions, site settings, people and groups. In the members, we can see that Hisham has been deleted, and we have Barry Johnson taking his permissions. I'll close this, and the last demo is now this guy, Hussein Said, has joined Contoso North American marketing team to take some of the responsibilities from Sharif Tamat. So you were asked to grant Hussein the same SharePoint permissions that his peer Sharif currently has in the whole farm. So the issue is I don't know the current permissions of Sharif. So what I'm going to show you now is how we can do a security search. So, go to security, click security search. It's actually something that is not available in SharePoint natively. It's built in DocAve. So click security search, the wizard. I'll give it a name, click next, and here I want to search for Sharif. I'll take some time. I'll choose Sharif, click add, click OK, and click next. It's asking me if I want to create a filter, if I want to search for his permissions on a certain site collection and site list, or a certain site or list. In my case, click next, and I want to run this now. Click next. Here's a quick overview. I'm okay with this. Click finish and run. And when I click on the job monitor, I'll see that this has finished. Click search results, and here we have a report for Sharif's permissions. We can see here that Sharif Talat has been assigned explicitly only permissions on the site collection, but he has other permissions as well. He might be buried over the environment. So he has contributed because he is a member of the marketing material members. It's a SharePoint group which has a contribute permissions on the site collection. He also has full control because he is a member of Conclusive Marketing Material Admins. It's an Active Directory group which is a member of a Marketing Material Owners group, SharePoint group, which has been assigned full control permissions on the site collection. This is impossible to find out from SharePoint. So you'll need to use something like this to get a full report of the permissions within your environment. You can also view the same results in a tree view. So you can see for this site collection, the permission report for this site, for this list, and so on. I'll close this out. I'll choose the SharePoint form. Remember, our objective was copying Sharif's permissions to Hussein. I was just doing a search first. So go again to the security. Click clone permissions. Clone user permissions. Sharif Talat. This is the guy. Click add. Click OK. Clone permissions to the new guy that has joined the company. Click add. Click OK. And we have here other options. In my case, I'm okay with all of those. I don't want to copy the alerts. I don't want to change metadata. I'm okay with just cloning the permissions. Click OK. And now I'll choose the marketing site collection, and from here I can open it in browser. And this is actually a good opportunity to show you other options here. So for example, I can check for all the broken links within this site collection. I can move the site collection to a different place. I can check the permission levels. In my case, I'll just open it in the browser to make sure that this permissions cloning has been executed successfully. Go to site settings, people and groups, and yes, here we have Hussein. He has the same permissions as Sharif. So they are both down in the marketing material members. And if I go to the site settings again, go to the site permissions, I will see Hussein here as well. So wherever there is a permission for Sharif, we will find the same permission for Hussein because we've actually cloned the permissions. So here's the situation now. It's just a recap for what we've discussed in this very long time. So we first managed our content databases and site collections from DocAve administrator. Then we copied content from Seattle to London using Content Manager. Then we established a two-way DocAve replication between two document libraries, one in Seattle and the other one in London using DocAve replicator. Then we copied some customizations. We pushed some customizations between the two forms to enable the PDF icon functionality, and we used the Project Manager for that. Then finally, we've used the permissions and security management features of DocAve Administrator to copy and clone permissions, as well as performing security search and cleaning the data accounts. So with that, I'm done. Please, if you have any questions,